Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of the most talked about superhero films, Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice. This epic clash between the Dark Knight and the Man of Steel gives us a thrilling action-packed showdown while also digging deep into some serious themes. We're going to chat about fear, power, and let's not forget the big misunderstandings that lead these two iconic heroes to go head to head. So grab your popcorn and let's get into it. First off, let's set the stage. Batman v Superman hit theaters in March 2016 and was part of the DC Extended Universe, which was just getting its feet off the ground. Before this film, we saw glimpses of characters in Man of Steel, which introduced us to Superman's struggle and the destruction that followed his battles. Directed by Zack Snyder and written by Chris Terrio and David S. Goyer, this movie aimed to give us a gritty and character-driven approach to our favorite heroes. It made quite a splash at the box office, but opinions on it were, well, let's just say they were mixed. Now, let's talk about the characters who really bring this story to life. First up, we have Batman, played by Ben Affleck. Bruce Wayne's journey has been shaped by loss and pain. His parents' tragic murder turned him into a figure driven by revenge and justice. He sees Superman, the immensely powerful alien, as a potential threat to the world he swore to protect. Batman's methods are dark and gritty, emphasizing fear and intimidation. Then we have Superman, portrayed by Henry Cavill. Clark Kent, or Superman, represents hope and the ideal of what a hero should be. However, with great power comes, you guessed it, great responsibility. Clark is often torn between wanting to save humanity and dealing with the fear of what people think of him. It paints a relatable picture of someone who feels out of place despite their abilities. And we can't forget Lex Luthor, played by Jesse Eisenberg. Lex is often seen as the puppet master in this story. He's a brilliant but twisted genius who believes humanity can't trust someone as powerful as Superman. His manipulation plays a huge role in escalating the tension between Batman and Superman. All right, now let's dig into some of the bigger themes of the film. First up is fear. Throughout the movie, fear is a driving force for both Batman and Superman. Batman is afraid of Superman's power and what could happen if he goes rogue. This fear leads him to take extreme measures, including building weapons designed specifically to take down Superman. On the flip side, Superman is anxious about how humanity perceives him. He constantly worries that they'll view him as a threat rather than a hero. Next, let's talk about power. The movie explores the idea that with power comes responsibility. Batman represents human strength and grit, relying on his intellect and a bit of tech to keep up with Superman's abilities. For Superman, it's not just about having powers, it's about using them responsibly and what happens if he ever loses control. This contrast makes their conflict even more compelling. And then we have the misunderstandings that escalate the tension. The communication breakdown between these two is crucial. Batman sees Superman as a potential annihilator, while Superman, for his part, struggles to defend himself against accusations that he is a danger. The public's perception of both heroes is shaped by sensational media coverage, which adds fuel to the fire. Finally, we can't ignore the moral dilemmas both characters face. Their actions have real consequences. Batman's vigilantism often puts him outside the law, while Superman's actions are scrutinized under the public eye. It raises the question, how far will they go for their beliefs? Now, let's discuss the showdown itself. The build-up to the fight is intense, filled with tension and anticipation. Batman has been preparing for this moment by gathering intel and assembling advanced tech designed for taking down Superman. During their battle, we see the clever use of gadgets and strategy from Batman, showing he's not just relying on strength. Meanwhile, Superman's powers come into play, highlighting his raw strength and speed. The fight is not just about brawn, it's an emotional and ideological clash. Ultimately, though, it's a clash driven by misunderstanding rather than clear motives. When the dust settles, we see a resolution that changes everything, but we'll leave that for you to discover if you haven't already. Now, let's fast forward a bit and look at the film's impact. While the movie received a mixed reception, it certainly left a mark. Critics were divided, but fans of DC characters generally appreciated the depth it added to the heroes. It paved the way for future films in the DC Extended Universe, influencing how superhero movies were approached afterward. So there you have it. Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice isn't just about an epic battle. It's a film filled with thought-provoking themes about fear, power, and misunderstanding that resonate on many levels. What do you guys think? Do you agree with the interpretations, or do you see it differently? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I'll catch you in the next video.